think in fact since morning 10 o'clock onwards, which have been engaged with this new education policy and education related issues uh, in, the, in the context of the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the JNTU. So in light of that, I think a lot of debates and discussions took place. And in fact, I organized one talk by Buddha's Chandrasekhar Garu in Usman University Engineering College. He interacted with our students and he gave his inputs particularly on new education policy and skill-oriented programs and so on and so forth. But in fact, Usman University was the first university which organized the NEP 2020 by BRSM people, and 2 days rigorous debate which took place in Usman University. But still, the best of the best minds went into the new education policy 2020. But still, there are certain issues which need to be focused and need to be debated and discussed. Though it's approved, but whereas so far, I think from 1967 onwards, after the Patari Commission onwards, 3 major commissions which constituted by the Government of India. I think this 2020 new education policy is very comprehensive policy. But whereas the One Nation, One Education policy, which I think here we need to focus much more, and particularly the state universities question, which is not much addressed in the national education policy. But whereas the central universities are straight away they adopt the national education policy, and central institutes also, IITs and IIMs also, straight away they adopt the national education policy. But whereas certain states which they have their own queries and their doubts, particularly for example the Tamil Nadu government raised certain objections, even Kerala government also raised certain objections, even Telangana government is also not yet fully agreed and approved the national education policy. So that I think the Government of India and UGC, AICT take a proactive role and debate and discuss with the government and agencies of the Telangana government and other governments also. I think definitely it's going to be useful with a small kind of a corrections and other concerns may be accepted in the policy. I think definitely that would be very useful. I think otherwise the people of Telangana or other states also may lose the opportunity while compared with those who opted the new education policy. So in light of that, I think it needs much more discussions and debates in the academia and intellectual forums. So definitely that would be helpful for the further move on. Thank you very much. But I think it's a very embarrassing situation for us. Sorry, sir, because we have to interact with some of the chancellors who came from the different parts of the country to have MOUs and to have the time to. So that's why I think we are in a rush situation. And in fact, Chandrasekhar Garu is very cordial and very warm, I think very cool. When I met him in the AICT office, on one hand he is eating and on the other hand he is doing computer work and instructing the people to go on. So that's what I think the way he is functioning. I think definitely there are remarkable changes in the AICT. That's what I think in the morning. Dr. B. Mohan Reddy Garu, they constituted a committee with the B. Mohan Reddy Garu on reforms in the AICT. That is also awaiting. I think definitely that's going to be a bright future for the nation in general and Telangana in particular. Thank you very much.